What is up everybody, Fred Lam here and welcome to a Shopify Masterclass. And in today's episode, I want to share with you the psychology behind a profitable Shopify store. Now if you like any of my videos, make sure you click the subscribe button right below and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new episode, you're going to be first notified right away. Now, speaking about the psychology, so here's one thing that is missing in the space right now, which is someone being vocal about the psychology behind an ad and also a profitable online store. And if you actually look at things from a different perspective, you will actually know that even though you're running ads on Facebook, where Facebook actually did all the grunt work for you, you still need to understand the psychology of how each step of your customer journey actually works so that you can actually have a higher chance of building a very profitable Shopify store. And I'm going to walk you through the entire process in this video. So when it comes to running an online store, regardless if you're drop shipping, running print on demand, or selling your own products, these psychologies won't be changed. And if you actually look at running an online store, you will know the first phase is obviously to create an ad to show it to the audience or your prospects or people that may be interested in your product. And from there, they click on your ad and goes to your product page or your landing page. That's where you actually continue to sell them. Then they actually go to add to cart and then thank you page. These 4 steps will never be changed. Okay, it will always be from ad to a landing page or product page, add to cart, and simply going into your thank you page. So now with that being said, let's really look at the psychology of each thing. So when you first found a product and you want to start advertising on Facebook, obviously your job is to go to Facebook ads and really find the audience that is most likely will be buying your product. So let's say that you're selling a cat's necklace, right? You want to go after people that are obviously interested in cats and they are primarily women. So when you actually bring that out into the market, what's happening is that you are serving your ad and your message to those who has interest in cats and necklace. And if you actually look at the psychology of these things, when you're scrolling through the Facebook newsfeed, these people are not really wanting to buy anything. They want to check out the latest news, what their friends are doing, check out what what they like. What the people that they follow like, so that they can actually stay ahead of the trend and really be connected in the social media world. So that being said, when you actually serve an ad to them, these people are not ready to buy yet. These people are more or less just basically looking at what they are interested about. So if you actually serve an ad to them and they actually click on it, that means that you are now moving them out of the psychology of just scrolling in Facebook newsfeed. They are now somewhat interested in your products. So that said, one of the key things when you want to look at the first step is the psychology of data. So there's one thing that I shared vocally about is your click-through rate link. So when you're running ads on Facebook, you want to make sure that your click-through rate link is above 1.5%. And why that number is so important is because, remember, your ad's goal is to get the person interested on what you have to sell to go to your product page. And if you're serving the ad to those audiences and they are not even interested in your product, hence you're going to get a lower click-through rate, that means that that product is not something that you want to sell, right? Because these people are just scrolling through newsfeed, they show a lot of interest, they're just not clicking on your ad. That really means screw that, drop that product and move on because the market is not responding to what you have. Now, when someone actually click on it, again, they started to show interest of what you have for sale. So now let's go to the product page. So now they show interest, your click-through rate is good, they go to your product page. What happens there? Well, on that page, your goal is to actually sell them. Okay, you don't want to actually list the feature of how long the necklace is, what it's made out of. You want to sell based on emotion. We are all an emotional animal. We actually buy everything based on want, based on fear, based on anger, based on happy, based on sadness. That's how we actually all buy online. So your goal on that product page is to sell them, making them from being interested to really wanting that product. So that's why a product page is very, very important. And if you look at the psychology, there's two things that your visitor will do. Number one, they will go click the exit, or number two, they would click on add to cart. So if they actually go click on exit, that means that you are actually not selling them properly. Because remember, in phase number one, they are already interested or somewhat interested on what you have to sell. And if they go to the product page and they leave, then there's something wrong on that page that you absolutely have to fix. It may be the pricing of the product. It may be because there's not enough information about your products that you are selling. So they basically say, I'm not interested, I don't want it now, and they leave. So if that happens, then you need to know, and you really need to look at, what are the things that are causing these people that were somewhat interested, then all of a sudden not interested, right? Again, pricing is going to be a huge one. When they go to the product page, they click exit, really because they don't see the value of your product. So you need to actually start selling them from there. But at the same time, the second step that the person can do is click the add to cart. Right? If they click on add to cart, that really means that they want to buy your product now. And if that's the case, they are then brought to the credit card page. When they're brought to the credit card page, as you all know, when it comes to Shopify, the checkout process is number one, filling all your shipping information and your email address. Then you go step number two, which is then putting in your credit card information. So a lot of people will be like, well, why am I having a lot of people that click on my ad, go to my product page and click add to cart, but didn't generate a sale? Well, if we look at the psychology of this, it really means one thing. These people don't want to pay shipping, okay? A lot of times when a person actually saw the price of the product, seen your ad, click on add to cart, then chances are they are ready to bring out their credit card. But one thing that will make them not continue to become your customer is really going to be the shipping price. And this happens a lot to tripwire products and free plus shipping. You will always get a very high abandon rate because these people don't want to pay shipping in order for them to get the product. Now, at the same time, if you already have a product that you're selling on your product page already and they still go through the steps and leave, there's two reasons. Number one, obviously, they don't want to pay for the shipping because they don't see the value of obviously paying for the product and the shipping at the same time. So when that happens, then what you wanted to do is to create abandonment strategies to actually offer free shipping either through an ad or either use one of the apps that I recommend and actually cultivate them back on saying, hey, we noticed that you left, here's a free shipping coupon code, use it, the shipping is on us. You will actually see upwards of 20% recovery by simply using this method. Now at the same time, they will basically just leave out of no reason. If they leave out of no reason, maybe they got caught at work for shopping online, maybe they got called by their husband or wife that they got to do something else, and they just forgot about it. So your goal is to get them back because these are super hot prospects, right? They saw your ad, click on it, they went to the product page, check out everything, click add to cart, they even put in their information at the cart, but they still leave. That really basically say they just got something that actually got them do something else. So you want to actually set up ads, what I call DPA, dynamic product ads, to actually get these people to come back to finish the transaction. Then obviously, last phase, once it's customer, you can actually keep selling them other products because they already trust you. So going back into the psychology, remember, look at the phases again. Right? Number one, when it comes to ad, these people are just interested in a particular topic and you serve an ad to them, and if they don't even click on it, given that your click-through rate is super low, cut it, okay? Drop it, move on to another product. But if they actually click on your ad and your ad is experiencing a click-through rate link of above 1.5%, you will know that they are somewhat interested, but they're dropping off at the product page. Well, like I shared earlier, there are different strategies that you can actually get the people to actually click add to cart and go to the checkout. So you're basically looking at the psychology behind why the people are not clicking, and when they click, why are they not buying? there's always a reason behind why these people are not buying, especially given that if you are able to get a high click-through rate on your ad, these people are super hot. They are ready to buy, but you got to convince them, and you got to basically have all the psychology component in the sales process for you to actually generate your sale. All right, so again, look at your funnel, look at the data, let data interpret and tell you what the psychology behind your customers are doing, why they're leaving, and make adjustments to it. I want to tell you, if you actually follow several of the steps that I show you, or even follow everything that I show you in terms of psychology and the data, you will actually have an increase in sales for your store. And the more you know about the psychology behind an ad, going to a product page and going to a checkout, you are going to be far ahead of your competitors, because again, not a lot of people talked about this. And at the end of the day, listen, if you actually gain a lot of value out of this, let me know right into the comment box below. Tell me what you guys think, because for me, whenever I actually built my sales funnel, whenever I actually built my store, I look at the psychology. I look at all these components because, like I said, we are all emotional animals. We buy based on emotion. We leave for a certain reason. And you want to let the data tell you where they're leaving, why they're not buying, and make adjustment to your sales funnel. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope that you actually gain some value out of this, or a lot of value, obviously, because I don't think a lot of people really talk about this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, if you loved what you heard, simply right below, leave me a comment. And if you want to know exactly what all the other data points are besides the click-through rate link, or how to actually build a business from scratch using Shopify and dropshipping, there's a link right in the video description. Click on it. You're going to get access to my free 10-part video training series where I walk you through over my shoulder exactly how you can build a brand new business online from scratch. I'll teach you everything from building a store, looking at the psychology of your ads, looking at your data, how to interpret. All those good stuff is right in there. All right, other than that, make sure you click the subscribe button right below. Give me a thumbs up, and make sure you join my notification squad by clicking on that bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you guys will get instant notification on that new video release. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. I look forward on seeing you in our next episode. Peace out.